So what's really cool about getting a ceramic coating at 24K shine is not only does it include paint correction and prepping the vehicle plus the coating on top of it, but Andre really wants to make sure that the coating is lasting. So within like a week or so, he wants to make sure that he washes your vehicle, also to make sure and inspect the vehicle to make sure the ceramic coating is staying up to par as well. And so that's really some of the differences that going to 24K shine versus some other ones is what you'll get, because he's a detailer first and he wants to make sure that your car is protected and maintained protected throughout the life of the ceramic coating and the life of the vehicle. So we just came back from Palm Springs over the weekend, so the truck is completely filthy and dirty. I mean, it's not too bad actually. It held up pretty good with the ceramic coating and everything, but it's going to be a perfect time for a wash. So we're going to get the whole truck washed, and while we're here, we're going to do a PPF on the light bar, because the light bar being at the top like that, I mean, with any vehicle, you're going to get tons of bugs and everything from the front, but being the light bar, it being at the top, it also already has tons of bugs and everything up there. And so I think PPFing it will be a good, nice to add so that we can clean it much more easier so it doesn't look as bad when we're driving around. But you can see here, we'll do a quick walk around of the vehicle. You can see the PPF is holding pretty good, and the ceramic is still keeping it pretty or relatively shiny and everything, but we're gonna go ahead. 24K shine is gonna give it a nice wash, and then we'll pull it in to do the PPF and everything. So what's really cool is when you have ceramic coating, the water like beads off of the sides super easily, and that's what keeps it protected, so like the dirt and everything stays off of the vehicle, and of course you keep that, or you maintain the shine a little bit longer. So you can see how much the water just like falls off like effortlessly from the vehicle or the ceramic coating protecting the PPF wrap. And what's cool, if you're lazy like me and you don't want to get your car washed like too often, I would definitely recommend a ceramic coating on whatever vehicle, because that way when you can, once it gets dirty, like you literally just have to like spray it down and then maybe air dry it, and it will look like, it won't look like 100% clean like a detail, but you'll get like 80% there. And so that's why like I highly invest, like if you want your car looking shinier and clean more often, I would get ceramic coating, because not only does it keep it cleaner longer, but you can just simply just spray it down pretty easily, blow it off with like an air dryer, and you're good to go. Yeah.
You would see this be a little bit darker color because it's emulsifying and pulling it down, emulsifying and pulling it down.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So you want to layer it on thick so that it can pull down all the different dirt and everything.
Let it dwell, scratch it.
Yeah.
The reason why that is because it creates that slick barrier.
Okay.
So when you're washing, like this is so slick, like maybe let's try it on the hood. Like it should just be able to see that.
Oh, I see. So if it wasn't ceramic coating, it would just stick, and then
you have to use more pressure. I'm gonna do it on the glass, but you have to use more pressure,
which then could cause more swirls and scratchless.
Exactly. So the whole point is basically for it to be this slick. So all you have to do is literally go like this.
Ah.
Less pressure and less tension you're creating between the surface and the mitt.
Right.
Reduces the opportunity, reduces the chances of swirls and marring and all that. It won't stop it, but it reduces it.
I see. That makes sense. But you still wouldn't recommend, like, let's say someone gets ceramic coated, would you still wouldn't recommend them going to like the DIY washes, the unlimited package wash places?
No.
What about like touchless? People think like touchless is actually okay, but don't they use like harsher chemicals?
Yes, they do. They do what's called like a shocking method, where they use a very high pH and then a very low pH. And what it does is it just creates a shock on the surface to try to take off as much built up grime and dirt. So what I always recommend, I personally use touchless in between my car washes.
Yeah.
But the place I go to is actually right here on Bristol.
Oh.
And one, I watched them rebuild it.
Okay.
And the owner has a pretty nice car collection himself.
Oh, so that's why he built it.
I see them all the time out there.
Okay.
They're always checking the water. They're always checking the levels. And, you know, a lot of touchless places, they just run it. So they don't know if the levels are off, or their resin is bad. They just run it.
Right.
You know, so touchless is tricky. It's tricky.
So there's different levels to touchless that you have to be aware about.
Right. I would say try to find like a nice clean one that looks newer.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, whoever's the owner or the facilitator of that is actually checking to make sure it's operating properly.
That makes sense. Very cool. Okay.
I'll send you the link to it.
Sweet. It's like a perfect extender tool.
Yeah, and it's an actual wash mitt.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Brush.
One eternity later.
And then of course the last step is blow drying all the water off and then probably wiping it dry with a mitt afterwards.